Alex Pereira, oh man, very few fighters get to even imagine accomplishing what he has done in such a short amount of time in the UFC. For that, we have to give him his respect, right? At the same time though, just what was that performance against Big Ink in their first fight? I don't even have the words for it. Honestly, Pereira looked shocked, bamboozled, and just didn't know what to do. I'm pretty sure you know that one meme saying he realized he isn't built for this. Well, that's exactly how Alex looked that night. So, in light of that, I'll be telling you all about why it may be over for Pereira and how he can possibly redeem himself, even though I think he probably will not. I remember someone on Twitter made up a story saying Pereira was really sick going into the fight or something, and hey, as far as made up claims go, it didn't look too far-fetched. But the crazy thing is, somehow Joe Rogan actually believed it. I guess this just goes to show how insane these rumors can get. Anyway, the point is, Poatan looked like he was someone else that night, man. We don't need a high-level breakdown to point that out, you know? Yeah, he did defend all the takedowns, and we are talking about all 12 of them here. That's good and all, however, in order to defend those, he gave up not only minutes of control time, but also all of his urgency. And most importantly, what makes him the fighter he is? Of course, his incredible offensive striking. Him also saying he thought he won was so whack, man. Like, how can you just land 11 significant strikes to the head over the course of a 25-minute bout? And then yap about how you should have won. Don't get me wrong, he can win the rematch. He has the ability to do so, yet he will not pull it off, believe me. I speak with such confidence, I know, but I just don't see Alex getting comfortable with the grappling aspect of this whole thing. And I'm assuming he will once again freeze whenever Ankalaev clinches him or tries to take him down. Most likely, Big Ink won't be getting many takedowns, like come on, dude got 0 in the first fight. Still, I think we all understand, the whole idea behind him attempting those is to first, open up striking opportunities for himself on the feet, and second, throwing Pereira's rhythm off so that he cannot get the striking going, if that makes any sense. Alex knows this, he is not stupid, so if he goes out there being much more active than he usually is in the beginning minutes of a fight, pops Big Ink with a jab every time he cuts close, none of that weak feints, no, nothing like that. I know it's a big if we are talking about here, yet if Pereira manages to do this, then this whole thing becomes a close fight actually. People always say, whenever a really good striker is in a bad matchup, they still do have the puncher's chance. So in light of that, let me tell you something, I would say Pereira's chance of knocking out someone with literally one tap is always sky high. He just has to find that one shot, preferably with the left hook, and pull the trigger when the time is right. Alex needs to sit down and understand this one thing really well. He isn't going to win a decision over a fighter like Ankalaev at 38 years of age. There is just no way. Of course, I do understand he may end up getting finished if he's being too reckless, but you know what? After that disaster of a showing he had in the first one, maybe even getting knocked out is better. At least then, as fans, we can say, yeah, he went out on his shield. I wanna make one thing clear, I really think Pereira's run through the light heavyweight division was incredible, up until losing the belt of course. And oh boy, would it be beyond incredible if he manages to snatch the belt back. I unfortunately highly doubt it though, cause you know, Ankalaev is faster, has multiple ways to win, and his direct strikes down the middle, both the jab and the cross, counter Pereira's style of striking perfectly. We saw that play out in the first fight, you know. Instead of obsessing over checking the leg kicks, Big Ink was throwing something upstairs every time Pereira tried to go for his cheeky leg kicks. I personally wouldn't mind either of these guys coming on top honestly, cause I really think they are a level above all the other light heavyweights. Like come on, think about who is going to beat them in this division, they are just way too good for that. You cannot say someone like Carl Zolberg or something beats Pereira or Ankalaev, at least not with a straight face, you know. Back to the fight that matters, back to the fight of the champions of this division. The one major problem I have with people who claim Pereira can win is they for some reason paint out Ankalaev as this wrestling dude, and according to them, once Pereira stuffs the takedowns and the clinch, so on and so forth, he will easily end up on top. I wanna ask you guys, didn't we see Big Ink almost knock Poatan out in the first fight? We did, yeah? Let's get this one thing straight. Ankalaev is a striker first who has good cardio for light heavyweight standards and also can clinch, get some control time, that's all true. But he's not Khabib 2.0, far from it actually. That's not a negative at all in the context of this matchup if you ask me. It honestly makes him a terrible matchup for Pereira, because if you look at this objectively, it's not like Pereira can say, oh, I stuffed a few takedowns, let me knock this dude out easily on the feet. Because I want you to remember, in the first fight, Ankalaev was definitely the one who landed the most damage damaging strikes overall. No, it wasn't a one-off moment with the near KO. All throughout the fight, he was piecing Pereira up, man. So yeah, at the end of the day, considering Pereira's age, the wear and tear from accepting so many short turnaround fights, and the fact that he couldn't show anything of substance in the first fight, I think it is indeed over for him as far as being a champion goes. I really mean this when I say it. I would love to be proven wrong, so if you have any arguments as to why Alex wins this rematch, well, be my guest please, comment down below why you think that, I promise I'll read it all. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Cheers!